Hey world, it's been when we come back to another video. Family, I want to come back to this video here because it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Every time I think I've kind of reached a level of the matrix where it's like, okay, this is ridiculous, there's always another level. You dig? I mean, this is kind of crazy when you think about it, because I'm trying to think of it in terms, okay, if I had to depend on Social Security, right? And I'm knowing that every time I get paid, I look at my check and I see that there's Social Security taxes coming out to assure me that when I retire and collect Social Security, I'll be straight, right? But a lot of people don't understand how Social Security works and who actually gets it. I mean, Social Security is like a trust fund that the government sets aside for, for us who works, and the government decides that they want to, contribute 6.2% of your salary to your Social Security, to your retirement benefits. 6.2%, nothing less. Nothing more. And at the time you retire, then after that 6.2% accumulates, then they will pretty much give you an average monthly payment. Now, but how many people know that in that particular Social Security trust fund, they also allocate monies to Social Security disability patients, Social Security disability individuals, unemployment benefits come from Social Security. So, and this, like a couple years ago, they had mentioned how Social Security will be insolvent by 2036 or 2035, right? What that means is, by 2035, all the money in Social Security will be ran out. It's gone. Now, how can anybody with a good conscience that works, for a company, that doesn't have a state-sponsored pension, and you basically have to depend on Social Security, how can you go to work knowing that the money that's coming out your check right now, they telling you that by 2035, especially if you're younger, they telling you by 2035 the money's not going to be there? Well, I got even more news for you. Now they're saying by 2033, because of the coronavirus pandemic, there's like 22 million people unemployed that lost their jobs. And I think maybe 7 or 8 million people that apply for unemployment benefits. Now, the justification is that there's more money coming out of the Social Security Trust Fund that's going into it. Okay, makes sense. That's a logical explanation for telling the American public that their Social Security monies may not be there. That's a logical explanation. But let me ask you this, riddle me this. All the money that everybody paying taxes, you trying to tell me that instead of allocating that money to all these different countries that you pay billions of dollars to every year? Because if you look at how much money they give Israel, you look at how much money they give all these other countries, Mexico, okay, it's billions of dollars. So instead of, maybe I'm tripping, but instead of telling the American people that your hard-earned dollars for your retirement may be insolvent, may be gone by 2033, why not tell the American people that don't worry about it because it's going to be America first? And instead of us paying billions of dollars to all these other countries in the name of America, we're going to put those taxpayers' monies to taxpayers' use. We're going to look out for Americans. We're going to look out for U.S. taxpayers. Because, family, you got to realize $2.2 trillion of the monies that the U.S. Treasury designated for the stimulus was the taxpayers' money. And you got $1,200 of it. Okay? Do the math, family. So I just want to come back with a little Social Security information. If you didn't know how that works, because a lot of people don't know how Social Security works, Look it up. They said by 2033, and of course because so many people are unemployed because of the coronavirus. See how this thing works? See how it's kind of like methodically coming up with all type of ways to crash this economy. Pay yourself first, family. And for my senior citizens that are out there about to retire, about to try to start collecting Social Security, man, I don't know how long you're going to be able to get it. Because remember, if they shut down the country because of the flu, what make you think they won't stop paying payments and make people start back to going to work in their 70s? It can happen, family. Well, family, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's been Willie. And in the meantime, between time, may the Most High and Saudi bring you joy. And I'm 95,000.